di 2007.
Ini udah rekor.
The first time I used Solidworks product was in the year 2007.
Sekitar 7 tahun yang lalu, dan itu hanya satu Solidworks saja.
Which is 7 years ago, but it's only one product.
Dan Solidworks yang kita beli hanya Solidworks versi standar saja.
And the Solidworks products that we purchased was the most standard.
Karena yang kita butuhkan untuk pembuatan mold hanya untuk versi standar sudah cukup.
Because at that time, the one that we really need to make the mold was only the standard version.
Okay. So was the transition, from your previous CAD to SolidWorks smooth? And what sort of characteristics of SolidWorks that facilitated the transition?
Untuk perubahan dari CAD 2 dimensi ke 3 dimensi sangat tidak bagus di PT Mitsuba.
In terms of transition from using 2D into 3D, it's actually very not smooth for PT Mitsuba.
Terutama saya.
Especially because it's coming from myself.
Karena dari tahun 2003 sampai 2007 kita menggunakan software 2 dimensi biasa dan kita sudah menguasai secara penuh.
Because from 2003 until 2007 we have been using the 2D software and we were getting really used to it.
Dan di saat itu juga kebetulan ada new project dari kita yang membutuhkan modeling 3 dimensi.
But then at that time, there's a new project that actually needed a 3-dimensional processing.
Dan itu adalah project saya.
And that's a project under my responsibility.
Dan saya mau tidak mau harus study, belajar 3 dimensi menggunakan SolidWorks tersebut.
And whether I wanted it or not, I have to learn using the 3D SolidWorks software.
Nah, untuk saat ini sampai sekarang saya masih menggunakan SolidWorks tersebut.
So since that time up until now, I have been using SolidWorks product and never moved.
Dan untuk license sekarang sudah mencapai dari 1 menjadi 10 license.
And the license that we own from only one product, over the time we have raised our purchase until now we have 10 products.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for being so loyal. Okay, the next question. Yeah, next question I want to address to College of ADS is, since the customer is facing so much challenges, right? Okay, there's a lot of challenges that he faced. Okay, so can you tell us, how you were able to help?
Yeah, thank you. At that time, back to 2007, there is a lot of pro and cons in PT Mitsuba, and at that time we try to convince them. We sit together with the engineering team and also with the manager, of course, and in the end we conduct the training at their office so they can comfortable with the training. And there is also another problem. Usually people moving from 2D to 3D is how they generate the 2D drawing. And at that time we also invite them to SolidWorks user group. SolidWorks user group. So Pak Antonius and his team also join with our user group. And when somebody from another company also sharing about how to move from 2D to 3D, in the meeting, in the user group meeting, and then become easier for them to accept the new technology.
Okay. Wow, great. Okay, the next question is to Pak Antonius. Can you please share with us briefly the design process of Mitsuba, and also how SolidWorks fits into that?
Pertama kali ada new project, kita menerima hard copy sampel sampel modeling.
So when we actually received new project, I received a sample in the form of hard copy.
Lalu kita buat modeling dengan Solidworks dan kemudian kita buat assembly-nya.
And then we created modeling using the Solidworks software, and after that we created the assembling as well.
Setelah proses assembly, kita buat detailing dari part-part.
After the assembling process, we move on to the detailing of the parts of each product.
Di tempat kita ada beberapa new project yang modelnya hampir sama.
So in our company, there are several projects on which products are actually quite similar in terms of the model.
Untuk mengejar waktu supaya target dari new project itu, kita mengandalkan filter dari Solidworks.
So in order to reduce the time taken to actually fulfill the targets for these projects, we actually used one of the features in Solidworks.
Dan feature itu yang saya sukai adalah pack and go.
And one of that features in Solidworks is the pack and go feature.
Okay, thank you. That's very nice. Okay, the next question that I have is that how does Solidworks software help you to be more productive? Okay, and are you able to actually quantify the kind of benefit that you get?
Untuk Solidworks di tempat PT Mitsuba, kita sangat mengandalkan waktu desain yang sangat cepat.
So Solidworks in PT Mitsuba is very useful as it really cuts time for our process.
Dari yang pertama 2 dimensi 2D itu kita membutuhkan waktu 1 bulan untuk mengerjakan satu proyek, dan sekarang kita menggunakan 3D Solidworks hanya membutuhkan waktu 1 minggu untuk satu proyek.
So initially using 2D software for one project it takes 1 month. Now with 3D Solidworks we only need 1 week for one project.
Dan secara tidak langsung proyek yang di tempat kita semakin banyak karena target yang dibebankan kepada kita, kebetulan kita adalah die shop. PT Mitsuba Indonesia is die shop.
Now the indirect influence is that our company gets even more demand for targets, especially because PT Mitsuba Indonesia is a die shop.
Jadi untuk mengejar target dari die shop per tahun, per year, kita membutuhkan Solidworks untuk mengejar target.
Therefore, to fulfill the target as the die shop, the annual targets, we really need Solidworks in order to fulfill them.
Okay, well, can you also describe how product innovations enabled by Solidworks have increased your company's market share?
Di PT Mitsuba, karena ada Mitsuba sebagai die shop, untuk mengimplementasikan untuk ke target tersebut, Solidworks sangat membantu sekali.
So yeah, as PT Mitsuba is a die shop, fulfilling the targets, it's a really important thing, and Solidworks really helps on it.
Terutama yang kita baru saja melakukan pengembangan adalah Solidworks plastik.
Especially recently, we have developed the plastic Solidworks.
Untuk itu, untuk mengembangkan pangsa pasar kita, target yang kita punya itu harus kita maksimalkan supaya target ini tidak dipesankan ke customer lain.
Therefore, in order to expand our market share, we really have to fulfill our targets so that these targets are not being allocated to other companies.
Great, and I just received the news from Pak Antonius was that PT Mitsuba Indonesia was the first one to implement Solidworks in the entire PT Mitsuba, in the entire Mitsuba organization. And the implementation was so impressive, okay, that now Japan has already started implementing as well. So they were the pioneer. It's incredible, guys. Give them a clap. Okay, college. Okay, so from the understanding of the design process, right? Okay, from Mitsuba. Okay, moving forward. So how do you see areas in which you can help to ensure these customers of ours, okay, to be continuously successful? Okay, and what other offering of solutions that we have that you intend to offer?
Yeah, from Pak Antonius say to us, he said that one of his favorite feature is pack and go, and for me pack and go is very near to EPDM. Yeah, that's right. And also in PT Mitsuba they already using more than 10 SolidWorks actually. And of course, there will be another problem after CAD problem can be solved. Then the other problem will be on the communication, how they communicate the data to another department, to sales, to workshop, to the NC programmer, etc. So I think next time I will also discuss with them to implement also about EPDM, and of course our new product SolidWorks inspection.
Okay, that's great. I understand they have just added one new product, right?
Yes, about 2 months ago, they just invest SolidWorks Plastic and the highest version, the advanced version. Yeah.
Great. I have a last question, but it's a very important question to Pak College. Okay, is what would you do as VAR of the years? Okay, to solidify your position, okay, as the preferred technology partner. Okay, and to ensure the customer's continuous success?
Yeah, I think the most important is we really have to move from just selling product, just selling CD, to selling solution. Because our guideline is PC 2.0, which is we have to focus. And starting this year, we already also invest people that have a specific background. For example, we hire people with electrical background, we hire people with simulation background, so they can speak to a customer with the same language. This is the first thing. And another thing is we want to act as consultant. This is easy to speak, but difficult to implement. So this is something that I really enforce to my team, that we have to sell as consultant. We have to really understand their problem. We really to put our point of view into customer point of view. Then we will really understand their need and their problem.
Right. So it's all about the customer.
Yes.
Great.
We want to grow together, not just us.
Great. Well, I think that kind of spelling the end of our interview session over here, and I wish PT Mitsuba Indonesia and Pak Antonius continuous success, and thank you very much for being here again. And also, a big thank you for Wina, who's helping us to do the translation. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, up